So, Chris, we got two headlines I want to talk about tonight.
Yep.
Yeah. So, the first one is about Credit Card Lady. Have you heard anything about this story yet? It's just completely ridiculous.
No, it already sounds ridiculous in itself.
Okay, so a lady, I'm actually looking at the source. I was looking at the source, so I'm trying to remember the story from earlier. I'm not looking at the source right now. I'm just trying to remember. Essentially, this lady lifted a cell phone, not a cell phone, excuse me. Starting over. We're just going to start over because that was dumb. So, I don't even know why I'm keeping this. I could just edit this out. 10 seconds starting, 5 seconds starting now. So the Credit Card Lady story is, I saw where it was sourced from Facebook earlier today. It was actually from another source as well. Essentially what happened, a woman was at a Chuck E. Cheese. You remember those when you were a kid?
Oh, the Chuck E. Cheese cards?
No, Chuck E. Cheese, just the whole place.
Oh, yeah.
They serve pizza. They serve sad pizza to adults while their kids run around and spend their money like they're in a fucking casino.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was nothing good about Chuck E. Cheese as an adult.
Well,
Beer. I think that was the only thing is
yeah.
Your dad could drink shitty beer out of a plastic cup.
That's about it. And then you sit there, play the fire hose game.
Yeah, there was like... Exactly.
Yep,
I don't know if that was just playing with your junk in the pocket or actually playing the fire hose game. Either one works.
Like they had one of those where you're just playing the digital fire hose game.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that shit. Oh, fuck. It's been a long time since I've been in a Chuck E. Cheese. The Chuck E. Cheese I had when I was growing up was in, like, the shittiest part of town because that's where they could get the cheapest rent, and it was 70s decked out.
Oh,
they had not modernized it forever.
Oh, God.
And it was across the street from... I think a little bit further down, the only thing that I remember, the only other land reference was a liquor store and a strip club and Chuck E. Cheese. This is kind of the shitty town I grew up in.
My goodness. This Chuck E. Cheese was that awful.
So sketchy back in the day. My parents only took me like twice. Did your parents ever like rent it out for a birthday, or did you ever go to a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh, yeah, I did. When I was younger, I had a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese one time.
You had one?
Yeah, I was...
What the fuck?
I was 11.
You were 11. Okay, so you were 11. What? Tell me about your Chuck E. Cheese experience.
It was freaking awesome.
So as a child, it was
like a nightclub in there.
Yeah, it's like fucking unlimited money casino.
Yeah,
at least the way you view it.
It was fucking cool as hell. They had the glow up night train that goes around the whole Chuck E. Cheese.
See, we didn't have that.
It was freaking.
Did they have the animatronics?
They had all the animatronics. They had you took pictures with different the mascots and Chucky, and even Chucky had the neon glow shirt and hat. It was freaking cool. And then the playpen was all. It was like a nightclub in there.
It's just such a ridiculous place. I dare you now to go to a Chuck E. Cheese or look at the photos from your Chuck E. Cheese birthday party now in 2018. You will look at Chucky and he looks like he looks so pedo, it's not even funny. He looks all rapey as shit.
He looks scary as fuck, bro.
And
he looks like he talks like this.
But he never talked. I don't think. Did Chucky ever talk?
He talked a little. I don't know.
He was
I would
a
imagine
mouse, right?
he talked some high pitch like that.
Was it? I don't remember. Growing up where I grew up, we're going to get to the story, but I think this is kind of cool that we're talking about Chuck E. Cheese.
70s Chucky. Our little children. Come here.
I just remember where I was growing up, there was Chuck E. Cheese commercials, but I don't remember them because the jingle wasn't that great or something in my head.
What was the jingle?
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember Chuck E. Cheese, other than the fact that the animatronics were so creepy, even as a kid. And the ball pit, which was definitely not sanitary, and most likely contained a version of AIDS. You know what I mean?
Some bad herpes.
Oh God, what a shitty. Was your Chuck E. Cheese in a bad part of town too?
No, it was in a good part of town. I think we went to the one in Waterford because we lived in Wedgefield past Buffalo. So because we moved there in 2000 when I was young.
That is why I should call you Country Chris. Don't ever knock that. If you're past Buffalo, your accent is Country Chris. I'm fucking sorry, dude. That's like calling a New Yorker is not from upstate. That's why every New Yorker says they're either from the city
Yeah.
or they're from upstate. They never say that they're just from New York because it is a follow-up question. Are you a New Yorker
Yeah.
or are you a New York upstate? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm from upstate New York. Oh, okay, so you're like from Rochester or Buffalo. New Yorkers will fucking claim that they're from the city, or they'll claim they're from upper.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
Like country or city.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not even that country. Your shit out here, Bithlo has nothing positive about it. I mean, it is a fucking joke existence out there.
It is a trailer neighborhood.
It is. It is a fucking shithole. It is everything that you would kind of imagine what 8 Mile would be.
Bithlo biker crew.
Yeah, like if you're a Bithlo motorcycle guy, don't come and kill us. I mean, we're just a cheap podcast, so fuck off. All right, just chill. But I mean, like the whole thing, like that's where
I don't think
I used
they would
to think,
kill us, man. We're not black.
all right,
They were really racist out there, Bithlo.
I know that. That is definitely true. They're country, they're Trumpian, and they have like very little teeth because of meth, and they sell out their sisters for as whoring.
Man,
like,
it used to be
every
bad.
story that I heard from Bithlo is bullshit.
It's very
It's like
bad.
everything about it sucks.
It is. Everything does suck. Like just riding through it on my bus. I remember when I was in an alternative school in Gateway, my friend Robert Ray, he lived in Bithlo in one of the trailers, and this big brown trailer. We used to drop him off, and there was all this shit in this fucking yard, like the quintessential white trailer trash front yard, like a hanging tire, a busted up like old algae filled standing pool, like above ground pool.
Was it a bird feeder or the above ground?
Oh,
you're talking about
pool. Those like the big ones.
Oh shit, that is rednecky as fuck.
It had
and it's in the front yard. It's not in the backyard. They want to make
front
sure
yard,
because that's how they impress their neighbors who are also poor. But Danny got a Christmas bonus this year because Danny decided to go quit drinking for a month and then managed to make enough for a pool.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But anyways,
that's how bad it was. And
but you're country Chris now. You're out past Bithlo. Like
Yeah.
I know that as farther you go, you get to Titusville and shit. If you're not familiar with Florida, we'll kind of bounce off of
Christmas,
it.
Florida.
Oh God, let's not.
You go past there. You can hit the Crackle Barrel, not too far out.
Exactly.
County.
Also quintessential white trash.
Yeah. And what about the Dixie Crossroads? You ever been out there?
Oh God.
I love they have the rock lobster. That's the hush puppies, bro.
Yeah. There's a whole really high-end seafood restaurant out in Titusville out
you
there.
You can feed the fish out
and
there,
it's
too.
world famous, too. It's not just trash. I mean,
it's fucking nice, bro.
I worked on that side story. Even from... we haven't even gotten to the damn headline yet. That's okay. That's okay.
That's fine.
We'll get to it eventually.
Yeah.
When
We'll work around to it.
When I was working on surveying, that place... we worked on a stretch of land in Titusville for a little while, and Titusville still had the pill farms and everything like that out there at this time. I think this is like 4 or 5 years ago.
Because a lot of old people are out there,
Yeah, but pill farms got became illegal.
They would call pill mills.
Pill mills, yeah. Pill farms. Why am I calling it a pill farm? I'm a fucking idiot.
It's all right.
But anyway, the whole thing is... That shit was still going on, so we had sketchy people up and down the goddamn street. We worked on that main strip there, like kind of like their downtown area, but it's not. It's like their major.
It's their main street.
It's their main street. Thank you, but not downtown. It's just their main street. Titusville is
like
basically
their town, like a town, not a city.
Like a giant L-shaped town because it's along the coastline.
I like that. I like that small towny main street strip. I remember like
everybody is fucking methed out there. Like, that whole area that we were working in was total shit.
It is still probably methed out there.
Anyway, so we did this, 3-week job out in Titusville, which was fucking great, because you got to drive 45 minutes out there and 45 minutes back. Then you have a short day. But that seafood restaurant, I wish I could remember the name of it.
Dixie Crossroads.
Dixie Crossroads, thank you. And it was big and green. It had those weird
the rock lobster out front.
Mascots, the rock lobster. I didn't get to eat there, but I'm thinking about taking my wife out there and get some oysters and shit.
You will love it.
It's
worth
fucking
the money.
well renowned.
It is.
It's really. It's not like a Michelin tire big fucking name, but
no, this is like world renowned. Like it's good.
It's like Lee and Rick's it's bigger than Lee and Rick's. Everybody in the world at some point knew this restaurant.
Yeah,
it was like the Four Seasons is still referenced in historical references and shit. Like,
Yeah,
oh, where
I
are we
remember-
going? We're going to the Four Seasons, and you know that's ritzy as shit, just like Ritz-Carlton, that kind of shit.
Oh yeah, I remember
This is
going.
that kind of well-known, like
It's
a
that.
Vanderbilt. You know what a Vanderbilt is? You know what I mean? It's a rich fucking person from the 30s
Oh, yeah.
and 40s. Anyways, I digress. That was the only place that I saw people of any class the entire time I was working there. Like, the guys that would get out of their cars would be in solid, I just got off the golf course gear.
Yeah.
But not old people. I'm talking like rich people from Orlando would drive all the way out to Titusville just to eat at that restaurant, and then maybe visit like a record store because you got some cool shit out there.
Oh hell yeah, there's some cool on the wall shit out there, man. I remember seeing the magic shop out there. And
A magic shop?
Yeah, like you got a whole bunch of like little tricks and gadgets there.
Oh, like you're talking a full-on fucking magic shop. I thought it was like a magic muffler or something from back in the day.
No. No, like you could buy legit like magic stuff. Hole in the wall type of shit. Like really street performer stuff.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's an oddball Florida town.
Oh,
Just
hell
like
yeah.
any other oddball Florida town. Every one small... I don't want to say full town has something unique about it, but some of these Florida towns... We have Casadega, which is the highest... spiritual medium...
My aunt is always at Casadega.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in another show. That's actually something I'll put down in the book. We'll talk about Casadega coming up.
All right.
Maybe we might do a show from fucking Casadega. How would you like to do that?
I'd fucks with that.
All right, yeah, we'll when we have both a day off in the future, we'll do a Casadega show.
Yeah.
Let's beef that up. Maybe let's do it next month.
Yeah, we'll hype the shit out of that.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, man.
Maybe do that next month.
All right.
What's a hotel room out there?
I'm
Like
all right.
$30-$40?
Yeah, not even that fucking expensive,
Yeah,
man.
fuck that.
My aunt's always out there all the fucking time. Like
We can go
every
out to the
fucking
devil's
week.
background.
Yeah,
Oh man, we'll talk
dude.
all the fuck about it.
I'm gonna get me some. I'm gonna get me some hipster bitches.
You fucking nerd. You're a fucking nerd.
Do you see my hat, sir?
Yeah, it's fucking nerd.
I have a fucking Venom hat.
Oh, you're just getting douchier as I meet you.
Yes, I
Okay,
am.
so credit card lady. Let's get back to the story. So credit card lady picks up this woman's wallet from the Chuck E. Cheese. Because she's there hanging with her kids and shit like that, doing family activities. And her friend, she ends up getting notifications on her cell phone that while she's at Chuck E. Cheese, someone has purchased something with her credit card in another location.
Oh.
So she's like... She immediately tells her friend, and her friend's like, hey, Stacy, let's just call them Stacy and Janet. Janet is the one who has their wallet stolen. Let's just say for the story's sake.
Yeah.
Because the real information really isn't that important. But for the sake of the story, essentially she sees a notification from her Credit One or whatever credit card company as a notification approving a purchase because she had her per transaction turned on, like, do you approve this transaction? Yes. Some cell phones, someone can do that as a member setting on there.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So
That's just dumb, though.
no, in this particular instance, it's not because it fucking saves her ass. So she essentially goes to